Hello, Los Angeles Dodgers fans. We've got fresh, exclusive videos and the latest updates just for you. Before we dive in, make sure to join our channel and hit that like button. This is the best way to stay on top of all the breaking news. The Los Angeles Dodgers find themselves in an intriguing position as the season moves deeper into its final stretch. The team's pitching staff, which had faced a whirlwind of injuries earlier, has begun to stabilize, but questions linger, particularly around the status of Roki Sasaki. The young right-hander, who has shown flashes of brilliance in his rookie season, has struggled to find consistent form this year, and a recent shoulder impingement has delayed his progress even further. Sasaki's rehab has proven more complicated than initially anticipated, and while the Dodgers had hoped for a relatively swift return, the reality has forced a more measured approach. His first outing with the Comets saw him log just over 2 innings, shy of the planned 3, and his fastball velocity, which once sat comfortably in the high 90s, only reached 93.6 miles per hour. The drop in velocity raised eyebrows, and while the Dodgers staff is approaching the situation cautiously, it is clear that both physical readiness and mental confidence are priorities before he can take the mound against major league hitters again. Manager Dave Roberts has been clear that while he is not panicking, the expectation is for Sasaki to regain the upper range of his fastball, and that requires time and careful management. The team is not in a rush, partly because the rotation has grown deeper in recent weeks. With the additions of Tyler Glasnow, Blake Snell, Emmett Sheehan, Shohei Ohtani, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, and Clayton Kershaw, the Dodgers can afford to let Sasaki take the necessary time to rebuild his mechanics and regain the confidence to attack hitters with conviction. This patient approach is crucial, as Sasaki has struggled to consistently dominate hitters this season, posting a 4.72 ERA with only 24 strikeouts across 8 appearances. While those numbers do not fully reflect his potential, they do indicate that he must recalibrate his approach to succeed at the major league level. As Sasaki works his way back, the Dodgers have turned their attention to maintaining dominance in the National League West. Their series against the San Diego Padres looms large, and the team's performance against divisional opponents this season has been nothing short of remarkable. Los Angeles remains undefeated in series play against the West, boasting a 24-9 record that is the second best against any division in Major League Baseball this year. The Padres, having already been swept in a 3-game series at Dodger Stadium, present both a challenge and an opportunity for the Dodgers to reinforce their supremacy. While the composite score across 10 games against San Diego is closer than the record might suggest, the Dodgers' ability to consistently score in double digits has been a decisive factor. Their offense has produced at least 4 runs in 7 of the 10 matchups, all resulting in wins, while the Padres have struggled to replicate that level of production consistently, scoring 4 or more runs in only half of their games. Pitching will again play a pivotal role in the upcoming series. Blake Snell is set to take the mound on Friday night, returning to Petco Park as a visitor for the first time in his career after years with the Padres. His performance over the season has been strong, highlighted by a 2.87 ERA and a strikeout rate north of 33%, and his presence gives the Dodgers confidence heading into a matchup that could test their divisional dominance. Following Snell, Tyler Glasnow and Yoshinobu Yamamoto are expected to anchor the rotation, providing a mix of power, control, and postseason readiness. San Diego's pitching, led by Yu Darvish, offers challenges of its own, as Darvish has shown the ability to strike out hitters in bunches, but has also struggled with consistency, particularly when facing an offense as disciplined and opportunistic as the Dodgers. Offensively, Los Angeles has demonstrated resilience even amidst injuries. Max Muncy's absence due to a right oblique strain has forced the team to adapt, turning to Buddy Kennedy and prospect Alex Freeland to cover the third base position. Kennedy has made a handful of starts since being claimed off waivers, managing limited offensive production but providing stability defensively, while Freeland has stepped in when needed. Muncy's recovery, however, shows promise, as he recently took swings without discomfort and is trending in the right direction. His return could add another layer of depth and power to the lineup, a crucial factor as the Dodgers aim to maintain their competitive edge in the division and set the tone for a postseason run. The Dodgers' ability to navigate injuries, manage pitcher workloads, and adapt defensively has been a defining feature of their season. While challenges like Sasaki's rehab and Muncy's injury present obstacles, they also highlight the depth and resilience of this roster. The careful balance between patience and urgency, particularly in the pitching rotation, reflects a front office and coaching staff attuned to both immediate needs and long-term success. As the team moves into these crucial matchups, every start, every swing, and every inning carries weight. The blend of veteran presence, emerging talent, and tactical decision-making creates a narrative of perseverance and strategic mastery, illustrating why the Dodgers remain one of the most formidable teams in baseball this season. The interplay between pitching and offense has been particularly evident in games against the Padres. Despite a slightly lower batting average and on-base percentage compared to San Diego, the Dodgers have leveraged home runs and timely hitting to secure victories. Their 12 home runs in 10 games, compared to 6 for the Padres, have often come at crucial moments, offsetting deficits and energizing the team. The distribution of runs and consistency of scoring with runners in scoring position has highlighted the team's ability to perform under pressure, a quality that becomes increasingly important as the postseason approaches. Every at-bat is analyzed, every matchup considered, and the Dodgers' preparation reflects an understanding that margin for error is slim against a team that has proven capable of explosive offensive bursts, such as the Padres' 11-1 win at Petco Park in June. Injuries, as always, remain a variable. Sasaki's development is closely monitored, with attention not only to his velocity, but also to his confidence and approach on the mound. Meanwhile, Muncy's rehab represents another piece of the puzzle, as the Dodgers aim to regain a fully healthy lineup. The approach to managing both players reflects a larger philosophy that balances immediate performance with sustainable success. It is a delicate equilibrium, but one that Los Angeles has demonstrated skill in maintaining throughout a season filled with both promise and adversity. Looking ahead, the Dodgers are entering a critical stretch of the season where every matchup carries significant weight, and the decisions made on the pitching mound, in the dugout, and on the base paths could define the trajectory of their postseason journey. The rotation depth they now enjoy provides a cushion that allows the coaching staff to manage workload strategically, especially with Sasaki still working his way back from injury. This approach ensures that when he does return, it is not simply a rushed comeback, but a fully prepared contribution to the team's playoff aspirations. The young right-hander's potential remains enormous, and with time to refine his mechanics and regain confidence in his pitches, the Dodgers are optimistic that Sasaki can become a reliable force in high-leverage situations. The coaching staff emphasizes that velocity is not the sole measure of readiness. Command, pitch sequencing, and mental approach are equally critical, and Sasaki's rehab process is structured to address all of these elements. As the Dodgers prepare to face the Padres, the importance of timing and execution becomes clear. Their dominance over San Diego this season, highlighted by 3 series victories and a strong overall run differential, reflects both preparation and adaptability. The team has shown the ability to adjust in-game strategies depending on the situation, whether it is manufacturing runs with situational hitting, leveraging power when the opportunity arises, or relying on their pitching depth to control the pace of the game. Blake Snell's upcoming start at Petco Park is a prime example. He brings a combination of experience in the park, including past seasons with the Padres, and his current performance metrics suggest he is poised to deliver a quality outing. The Dodgers know that even against a familiar opponent, the margin for error is slim, and every pitch, every at-bat, and every defensive alignment must be considered with precision. Max Muncy's situation adds another layer to this narrative. His presence in the lineup, when fully healthy, provides both power and leadership, and while the timeline for his return remains uncertain, the team has seen encouraging signs in his recent rehabilitation sessions. Taking swings without discomfort is a promising indicator, and the Dodgers are careful not to rush his reintegration. In his absence, Buddy Kennedy and Alex Freeland have stepped up, providing necessary depth at third base. Kennedy's defensive reliability and Freeland's adaptability have allowed the team to navigate this period without significant disruption, though offensive production has understandably been limited. The balance of maintaining competitive performance while protecting player health is a hallmark of the Dodgers' approach, demonstrating a long-term vision alongside immediate tactical adjustments. The matchup dynamics with the Padres further illustrate the Dodgers' strategic mindset. Despite San Diego's ability to deliver explosive innings, Los Angeles has consistently found ways to respond. Their ability to hit home runs with runners in scoring position, combined with disciplined approaches at the plate, has created a consistent advantage. While the batting averages between the two teams may appear similar at first glance, deeper metrics, such as on-base plus slugging with runners in scoring position, reveal a clear edge for the Dodgers. This situational awareness translates directly into wins as the team capitalizes on key moments, turning scoring opportunities into tangible results. The distribution of offensive output also highlights a team that is prepared to win in multiple ways. Whether it is a high-scoring game where the lineup produces runs across several innings or a tight contest where timely hitting and pitching excellence are paramount, the Dodgers have shown versatility and resilience. Pitching remains at the core of the Dodgers' strategy, particularly in high-stakes games against division rivals. Tyler Glasnow and Yoshinobu Yamamoto complement Blake Snell's efforts, offering different styles and approaches to challenge opposing hitters. Glasnow's mix of power and movement, combined with Yamamoto's precision and consistency, creates a rotation that is capable of handling very defensive threats. San Diego's lineup, while formidable in certain matchups, has been neutralized effectively by this combination, and the Dodgers' pitching staff has demonstrated an ability to maintain composure under pressure. Relief pitching also plays a critical role, with strategic matchups and careful management of innings helping to preserve leads and manage fatigue across a long season. The integration of these elements reflects a team with a deep understanding of both their own strengths and the tendencies of their opponents. The team's handling of injuries also reflects a sophisticated understanding of sports science and recovery management. Sasaki's shoulder impingement and Muncy's oblique strain are not treated as isolated setbacks, but as part of a broader context of player health and season-long performance. The Dodgers employ tailored rehab protocols, monitor progress closely, and adjust schedules as needed to optimize recovery without compromising competitive readiness. This attention to detail underscores the organization's commitment to long-term success while remaining highly competitive in the present. The interplay between player health, lineup flexibility, and strategic planning allows the Dodgers to navigate challenges effectively, maintaining stability even amidst the uncertainties of a long season. The Dodgers' combination of pitching depth, offensive versatility, and defensive efficiency creates a template for consistent success. Their performance against divisional rivals highlights a team capable of controlling its own destiny, capitalizing on opportunities, and responding effectively to challenges. The careful management of player workloads, strategic utilization of the roster, and integration of emerging talent with veteran leadership ensure that the Dodgers remain competitive across multiple fronts. Every detail, from pitch selection to swing mechanics to defensive positioning, reflects a level of preparation and execution that positions the team as a model of excellence in Major League Baseball. In summary, as the season progresses and the Dodgers face critical matchups, the focus remains on execution, adaptability, and preparation. Roki Sasaki's return, Max Muncy's recovery, and the ongoing management of the pitching rotation illustrate a team operating with both precision and foresight. Each game serves as an opportunity to reinforce strengths, address challenges, and build momentum toward the postseason. The Dodgers' ability to maintain focus, leverage depth, and optimize performance underlines why they are considered one of the premier teams in the league. Their journey through injuries, strategic matchups, and divisional battles demonstrates resilience, tactical acumen, and the kind of organizational cohesion that often separates contenders from the rest of the field. But before we move forward, don't forget to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest news about the Los Angeles Dodgers. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the news, so drop a comment below. Whispers have begun circulating in the baseball world after former Dodgers star Justin Turner publicly voiced his seething frustration with the organization, sparking an unprecedented wave of speculation about internal tensions and the mental toll of professional sports. Turner, who once dazzled fans with his clutch hitting and charismatic leadership on the field, stunned many by openly declaring that the Dodgers had destroyed him mentally during his tenure. The comments, delivered in a blunt and unfiltered interview, have ignited rumors about what exactly transpired behind the scenes, with insiders hinting at a toxic atmosphere and relentless pressure that left Turner feeling isolated and emotionally drained. Observers have speculated endlessly about the implications of such statements, debating whether this is the tip of a larger iceberg concerning player management, clubhouse dynamics, and the often hidden struggles of athletes coping with public scrutiny. Fans, analysts, and former players alike are now poring over Turner's every word, dissecting potential grievances that might include managerial decisions, organizational culture, or personal clashes that escalated into a broader narrative of psychological hardship. The story has already begun to ripple through social media channels and sports commentary platforms, with heated discussions framing Turner's revelations as both a personal catharsis and a potential indictment of the Dodgers' internal environment, challenging long-held perceptions of one of Major League Baseball's most storied franchises and raising questions about the human cost of competitive excellence in professional sports. The fallout from Turner's incendiary remarks has proven impossible to contain as speculation about the Dodgers' internal workings intensifies with each passing hour. Industry insiders are whispering about the kind of stress and emotional strain Turner endured, pointing to the high-pressure culture of Los Angeles sports organizations, which often prize winning above personal well-being. The timing of these revelations has only amplified the drama, coming at a moment when the Dodgers are navigating roster changes, contract negotiations, and intense scrutiny from fans hungry for championship glory. Observers are dissecting Turner's statements for clues, wondering whether his grievances are shared among current players or if they represent a uniquely personal experience, perhaps fueled by a sense of betrayal or unmet expectations. The rumor mill is alive with conjecture about possible confrontations with management, disagreements over playing time, or conflicts with coaches that may have contributed to Turner's mental anguish. Social media has become a breeding ground for speculation, with fans debating whether Turner's boldness will encourage other players to speak out or whether it will be dismissed as a dramatic flare-up. Analysts are examining historical patterns in the organization, drawing parallels to previous controversies and raising questions about how professional teams balance competitive ambition with mental health, turning Turner's personal statement into a broader conversation about the intersection of sports, psychology, and organizational responsibility. As the story unfolds, attention has increasingly focused on the potential repercussions for both Turner and the Dodgers, with murmurs suggesting that this could influence the player's legacy as well as the public perception of the franchise. Some commentators speculate that Turner's candid outburst might serve as a form of empowerment, highlighting the often overlooked emotional strain endured by professional athletes, while others fear it could tarnish his relationship with fans who idolized his performance but remained unaware of his behind-the-scenes struggles. Industry veterans are debating the likelihood of similar disclosures emerging from other players, suggesting that Turner's remarks may have opened a Pandora's box regarding mental health transparency in sports. Meanwhile, sports journalists and commentators are piecing together anecdotal evidence from past seasons, looking for patterns that support or contradict Turner's assertions, scrutinizing managerial decisions, clubhouse politics, and media pressure that could have contributed to a hostile environment. The Dodgers front office has remained largely silent, prompting speculation about potential internal discussions, damage control strategies, or legal considerations regarding public statements made by former players. Amid this swirling uncertainty, fans are engaging in impassioned debate, forming factions either defending the organization's legacy or rallying behind Turner's narrative of personal struggle, transforming what might have been a private grievance into a highly charged topic of public discourse. In the process, the Dodgers' internal culture, long considered a blueprint for success, is now under intense scrutiny, raising the possibility of long-term implications for how the organization manages player well-being and addresses mental health issues moving forward. Adding another layer to the growing intrigue, sources close to the team suggest that Turner's outburst might be symptomatic of deeper systemic issues that have been quietly festering within the Dodgers structure for years, with whispers pointing to an environment that prioritizes performance metrics and winning percentages over the emotional resilience and stability of its players. The rumor mill is rife with speculation about possible incidents or management practices that could have contributed to Turner's mental state, with some insiders hinting at subtle forms of pressure, such as constant media obligations, public scrutiny, or the unrelenting expectations of a franchise with a championship pedigree. Analysts and former athletes are weighing in, comparing Turner's experience to similar stories in other high-profile sports organizations where mental health struggles have been historically minimized or stigmatized. Discussions revolve around the role of leadership, communication styles within the locker room, and the potential disconnect between management and player welfare, fueling a sense of intrigue that blurs the line between rumor and fact. Fans are dissecting every public appearance and statement Turner made during his tenure with the Dodgers, searching for clues that could corroborate his allegations, while sports psychologists offer interpretations of the possible cumulative stressors that elite athletes endure. The story has also attracted commentary from cultural critics and social media influencers, amplifying the narrative and situating Turner's revelations within a larger societal conversation about mental health, resilience, and the hidden costs of professional sports fame. In this context, Turner's explosive statement is more than a personal grievance. It is a lightning rod for a complex, multifaceted debate that continues to captivate the sports world and ignite speculation about what really goes on behind closed doors in one of baseball's most celebrated organizations. Even as the dust begins to settle, speculation shows no sign of abating, with every minor development being scrutinized for hidden meanings, potential apologies, or hints at reconciliations. Rumors abound regarding the possibility that Turner's revelations could prompt internal investigations, shifts in leadership, or policy changes aimed at safeguarding player mental health, though nothing has been confirmed, leaving fans and commentators in a perpetual state of suspense. The narrative has gained momentum partly because it challenges the polished public image of the Dodgers, revealing cracks beneath the glossy veneer of championship success and community engagement. Each new theory, whether about interpersonal conflicts, contractual frustrations, or broader organizational shortcomings, is dissected and debated across sports media, podcasts, and fan forums, creating a constant feedback loop of rumor, conjecture, and commentary. Observers speculate about the role of social media in amplifying these revelations, with Turner's candidness potentially inspiring other players to break their silence or, conversely, prompting the organization to tighten internal communication and control narratives more aggressively. Analysts are considering the implications for team morale, fan loyalty, and the broader MLB culture, where high performance is often prized above individual well-being. In the midst of this whirlwind, Turner remains both the catalyst and the symbol of a deeper conversation, as sports enthusiasts, mental health advocates, and insiders navigate a complex landscape of rumor, reality, and speculation, trying to discern whether the Dodgers' storied reputation will withstand the scrutiny sparked by one player's unfiltered honesty, or whether it marks the beginning of a profound cultural shift within professional baseball. The ongoing storm surrounding Justin Turner and the Los Angeles Dodgers has evolved into a spectacle that transcends sports, drawing attention from a wide array of commentators, analysts, and fans eager to understand the full scope of his claims and the environment that prompted such public candor. Turner's candid assessment has fueled speculation about the balance, or imbalance, between competitive success and personal well-being in the high-stakes world of Major League Baseball, prompting questions about how far organizations can push their players before the pressure becomes psychologically damaging. Rumors swirl regarding potential internal conflicts, disagreements with coaching staff, and managerial decisions that may have exacerbated Turner's mental strain, creating a narrative that is as complex as it is compelling. Social media amplifies every nuance, with supporters rallying behind Turner's courage to speak out and detractors questioning motives, timing, or exaggeration, feeding a continuous cycle of debate and conjecture. Commentators are dissecting past games, interviews, and on-field behavior for signs that might support or contradict his assertions, while some speculate about potential legal ramifications, public relations strategies, or reconciliatory moves from the Dodgers front office. Meanwhile, the story's persistence underscores a growing awareness of mental health challenges in professional sports, casting Turner's revelation as a potential catalyst for broader change. Fans and insiders alike remain captivated by the unfolding, with each rumor, interpretation, and whispered detail contributing to an intricate mosaic of intrigue, speculation, and reflection on the hidden human cost behind the glamour, fame, and pressure of professional baseball. That's all for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about the Los Angeles Dodgers, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We always appreciate your comments and feedback. See you in the next video.